What do they think about your songs? That's today's question. Hi, I'm Sunny, and I have 3 piles you may choose from left to right. I have pile 1, 2, 3, and oops, not 4. Naturally, I've been saying 4 piles lately, so apologies, but there's only 3 piles. Sorry, I just spaced out a bit. So if you need more time, pause the video and then select the pile or piles of your choice when you're ready. So with that being said, I will start with pile number 1. So pile number 1, you guys have the Ace of Pentacles upright and the Death card upright. So what do they think about your songs? I think that they see that you're, I would say, like, you're, how does that saying go? You put your money in your mouth. Is it that? Or is it you put your mouth in your, no, I think it's you put your money in your mouth, right? I think that's the saying. But yeah, they see you as someone who's taking advantage of an opportunity that was presented to them, well, to you. So I think of it like, oh, you're finally putting yourself out there, you know, you're hitting like gigs at like public spaces, and you're starting to get like, not clientele, but an audience, I guess you can say that. And if you get an audience, you get more gigs, right? So people start liking your music, people want to hire you for, you know, whatever venues that you're playing at. So they see you as taking an opportunity. Sorry, my allergies are kicking in. They see you as you're taking the opportunity and you're working at it, you're working through it, you're slowly building up your reputation, you're building up the desire to, you know, expand. And they see you as being the kind of person who wants to make a living out of this. So with this Death card upright, I think maybe maybe the music transformed your life, or it could, for some of you, it could even be like you guys have a complete 180 when it comes to what you're playing. Maybe you started playing classical and then all of a sudden you went like, I don't know, like maybe rock or something. Or, you know, it just feels like louder. Like, it doesn't always have to be dark music, like it doesn't have to be metal music. It could be for some. I just think the kind of vibe of music that you might be playing tends to be more intensely loud, or more instrumental, that's more maybe more voices too, that are just like maybe screaming, but it's just more busy music. You might have better wording for that, but it just feels like it's busier. Like it just makes sense. But it feels meaningful, I think. So that's what they think about your music, that maybe it might be meaningful work to you too, that you like to present. Things that you've been working on for quite some time is starting to finally take note. Like, people are starting to take notice of all the work that you've been putting out there, that it resonates with people. You have relatability in your music, I think. Like the way that people can connect. That's why it's like, somehow maybe you talk about much deeper topics, right? Things that need transformation, things that you need to let go of too with this Death card upright, or things of the sort that could be about, you know, death and passing on and stuff like that. So I think of it in that sense of like, you're someone that goes beyond, like something that's more deep and in depth and not superficial. I think there's a lot of, even if you're like, well, I sing like a lot of romantic songs, it's not superficial romance. It's definitely more so along the lines of things that are meaningful to people. The love for your son or daughter, or the love you have for a partner, or your family and friends, or the love you have for yourself, and like what it's like to follow like through with like a tough journey or something. They know that you just kind of give off that energy. So that's what I have for you, pile number 1. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Next, pile number 2, you guys have the Queen of Pentacles upright and the 8 of Pentacles upright. Maybe I should take a sip of water. Okay, pile number 2. I think I just put them two on the side, sorry. So pile number 2, you could sing about women. You could say, I didn't even say that about the previous, I should have said that. What do they think about your songs? You could be the person who sings about maybe someone they look up to, maybe a mother, maybe yourself too. But they see you as someone who puts your heart. I think you put your heart in your songs, and you wear your heart in your sleeve too. So I think they pick that up. Like, sure, you can be maybe reserved, or like you keep people at arm's length, but I do think they see you as someone who's capable of cherishing the things that are important, right? I keep thinking of like Gwen Stefani's song "Underneath It All." Like, underneath it all, it basically, like, you're still around, right? You still love the person who is behind behind all that, behind whatever issues concern you. Of course, I also think she's kind of glossing over some things with the lyrics, but like lyrically, just thinking about that. But yeah, I just think it's funny. But yeah, it could be something like that. Walking away from things, right? Maybe, for example, it could be sometimes literally in the scenario where sometimes you can see that a person's walking away or passing by, and they hear you and they kind of just, like, they put their ear up, but they're not staying, right? I just feel like they're passing, like they're staying there, they're on their way to do something, but they just happen to hear you. So I think that maybe they appreciate the music, but they won't stay for it. That sounds terrible, but they're just kind of like, huh, it's all right, right? They have better things to do, maybe also, or they just they might stay for a brief moment, but it's not stagnant. I feel like there's movement. So that could be the kind of scenario they think about also, or that how you encountered this person you're thinking about. I think you might know them, obviously, if you're asking about them, but it could be that type of scenario. They just kind of came in to pop up, like to show their presence, but like they took off. But they think that you, I just keep thinking you put your heart into things. Like, it just feels like walking away. Or maybe it could be that when it comes to your songs, they see you as someone who's walking away from something they cherish, or that opportunity's there, but it's just, yeah, there's something about walking away here, or getting out of toxic environments, or people that you're surrounded with that just don't help you. Maybe you have to go solo and do this on your own because people don't believe in you. There's something about that's just within the themes of you having to move away from this because it's not really serving its purpose anymore and relevant to your life right now. So your songs may have deeper meanings, but it's mostly a way for you to self-express, like maybe to move on. It helps you kind of to grief and self-support, maybe. I don't know, there's something about this feels like you're on your own, but you'll be okay. I don't think there's that much, maybe there's a hint of melancholy, right? I don't know, there's something about, like, you know how it's like there's people who are distantly sad? Like, you look at them and they just have this like aura of sadness in them, but they're well put together. It just feels like that. Maybe that's the kind of vibe they feel from you too, because that's the vibe I get from here. It took a lot for you to walk away, but you'll be all right. There's something about it, like maybe that's the kind of vibe your music's giving off too, but that's what they think about you. So that's interesting. It could be night and day, right? Like from one situation to the next, or you probably present yourself in like your shows or something, or your music in the later afternoon towards the night. So that's what I have for you, pile number 2. Pile number 3, you guys have the 10 of Swords upright and the 7 of Cups upright. So pile number 3, what do they think about your music? Oh, this was kind of the vibe I'm getting for this one is maybe it's the fact that you could be disappointed that things aren't what they seem. Like, imagine if you have dreams or you daydreamed about things and you hyped it up to something and it didn't really live up to that potential. Just feels like disappointment. I keep thinking of the I'm a Believer song, like like that part, like what's that, the lyric that says, is it disappointed haunted all your dreams and then I saw your face, something like that. But it could be that where this person thinks about you in the sense of like you could be, there's similar things to maybe previous pals too, where you could be trying to get up on your feet, and maybe follow a different dream or continuing your dream, or like, oh, this path didn't plan out, okay, there's more things to consider, right? Because I think you still have faith in things. You believe in yourself, but it can be kind of bittersweet when you realize that as you progress, you have to kind of discern what is a dream and what is a fallacy, or what's a nightmare too, because that can be stressful for you. The 10 of Swords, it's like, it's overwhelming sometimes to think about that. Or you could be very self-deprecating, right? When you realize that things don't plan out. Or your songs could be also giving that vibe where you want to take a new step. You want to follow something that feels wonderful and surprises, like you just want to be surprised, or you want to surprise people too, so they think of you that way, like, oh, maybe they didn't expect you to go this route, right? Because they might have not seen you clearly. I think they kind of see you maybe at a distance, or like they've known you for a while, or at least this person, but they don't know you that deeply. I think they just kind of have short conversations with you or brief connections and experiences that they still can't make up their mind of like, how is this person really? So there's discernment of like, oh, okay, so this person's more like artsy. I say artsy fartsy. They're artsy fartsy, and you know, they want to be a musician, or they want to play like songs, or they want to write lyrics or something. And so what they think about your songs is that you're pursuing your dreams, even though it could be draining on you, or it's a lot, like for this moment. Maybe you could have been backstabbed too, to some extent, for some people. Like some people could have taken your work and taken credit for it, or they could have taken your lyrics and then you have to write new ones, and you're using all your creativity to follow through and like make something new. Like, I don't think you lack creativity. I think you have it. It's just maybe believing more in yourself and not letting obstacles get to you, like not letting people's critiques, for example, or judgments get the worst of you. But sometimes it can, like I do think it gets to you, but I also think you could be the person who takes things to heart, and maybe that kind of stops you from pursuing more things that you would really like to pursue and dream of. But again, there's some like mental blocks right here, or your communication, or your words, or even your songs, because this is also I think of communication in songs. Your songs could be talking about things that go from like, oh, I was in a sad place, now it's all good, it's all happy, it's all rainbows. Like, not moving on, but just looking at things more brightly, or seeing things with rose-colored glasses, or having fun, or being more playful. I think there's this playfulness too, like not being so serious and critical, just having fun, letting go of things, being more dreamy. Yeah, like following that creative area. So like your songs could speak of that. They could speak of not metaphysical things, but illusions, right? They speak of illusions, and what a wonderful picture you portray. It tells a story. I think you might be a very good storyteller when it comes to your songs, and that's what the thing about your songs, that there could be betrayal, there could be angst, it could be overwhelming feelings, but somehow you just know how to untangle that and make it more fun and surprising. Like you can, for example, I would even say, like, let's say you do covers, you twist the cover so that they maybe sound like a different genre, and it gives it a different vibe with that twist. Like you make it your own, so that could be fascinating for them. It's like, oh, I did, this could have been a really sad song, and you turned it into like an upbeat song, like a dance song. So it's like, oh, okay, so you're that kind of vibe of the songs, right, that you create. But yeah, that's the kind of vibes that they kind of receive from you, and they think of you. You're someone they think of your songs as creative, but also very wordy. Like you're good with words, but it could be the kind of themes that I touched upon earlier. It's like starting new, starting fresh, even though you were maybe dealt with a bad hand. So that's what I have for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Please like, subscribe, comment, and share. It helps me out with my channel. And I'll see you in a different video. So bye, everybody.